This is a paper solve of the very recent February-March 2026, which happened in and only happens in India, February-March series. This is like leaked, I do not know if it's real or not. Okay, still, we all are unsure of if it's genuine or not. Okay, so I want to not be too much about like this is illegal or something. If you guys want me to take down this video, then sure, okay. But let's just keep going and solving this working for this 0.7 times 0.7, 7 times 7 over 100 times 100 is equal to 49 over 100 and blah blah blah. Has 0 lines of symmetry and rotation symmetry of order 2. From this list of numbers, write down in prime number which one is your favorite. A cube number. Two numbers with a product of 550. So 50 and negative 11. Why? Because 50 and negative positive and boom. Okay, it does not specify and the magnitude should be 550. No, it should exactly be positive 550. Okay. H1 natural number. A natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7. Picks a natural number 5 over 7 times 1 40 20. So this is 100 times that he picks it. Nice. Simplify. A times 2a plus 3a. So this is 2a squared plus 3a. And done. 2a squared plus 3a. That's the simplification we can only do. You can do this. You can do this. A 2a plus 3. But I do not know about the second this factorization. Ratio of the cost of tickets, stars, circles to private boxes. So this is 30 to 24 to 72. All are in table of 3, so let's divide by 3. 10 to 8 to 72. This is 6 to 12 4. Then we divide by 2. 5 to 4 to 12, and we cannot do further, so this is 5 to 4 to 12. Buys tickets for the theater on a website, charges a fee of 5% of the cost of each ticket. Buys tickets in stands and 3 tickets in the circle. The total cost of a shared tickets, so 5% fee of the cost of each ticket, meaning 5% more in the website. Okay, from the website. So 2 stands and 3 circles of each ticket. So this is 3 times 30, 1 plus 5, 30 and then a 5% increase, plus 3 times 24 and then a 5% increase. Yes, that is our working. Okay, so this first line is the tickets of the stalls, and the second line is tickets for the circles. So this will be to 1.05 2 times. So this is 60 times 1.05 plus 24 times 3 is equals to 24 3. This is 12, this is 6, so this is 72 plus 72 times 1.05. We can group this. 60 plus 72 is equals to 132 times 1.05, and this is 132 times 132 times 5 is equals to 15 and 10. Add this up is 660. So this is 132 plus 6.60 is equals to 138.60. So the answer is 138.60, and this is for 3 marks. This is scam. 1200 seats. 5-6 of the tickets for seats in stalls are sold. On this evening, the number of tickets sold for seats in a ratio stalls to circles is 10 to 7. Find the number of tickets sold for seats in circle. So if 5-6 are stalls, what are, and this 5-6 is in ratio 10 to what is in to, so what is it in 10 ratio? What is 5/6 of 1200? That would be 5 times 200 is equal to 5 times 2 is 10, so 10,000. So 10,000 to x is equals to this multiply by 100, so this is 700. This conclusion is unusual for me, but I just need to have this video out in time. I do not have like 2 p.m. I need to go to the academy for my park studies. Last 4 games. So in our last 4 games, meaning the mean is 10, median is 30, range is 12. So mean means average. So the average value is 10. So in 4, so x is equal to 10. The range is 20. So d minus a is equals to 12, and the median is 13. Meaning 13 is twice plus 13 plus 13. So this is a plus d is equals to 40 minus 26, 34. So a plus d is equals to 34. Okay, and a minus d is equals to d plus a is equals to 34. D minus a is equals to 10. So 2d is equals to 44. D is equals to 11, and a is equals to, so if d is 11, d is 22, sorry, so d is 22, so 34 minus 22 is equals to 112. So we have 11, 12, 13, 13. L has the equation y is equals to 2. Find the equation of the line perpendicular to L and passes to the points of -1, 5. Line perpendicular to the line L. So here m is equals to 0, and m1 m2 is equals to negative 1, m2 is equals to so so the perpendicular is equals to a. X is equals to a. If x is negative 1, what should be a? negative 1 is equals to a, so a is equals to negative 1, and so the line perpendicular is x is equals to negative 1. Voila. How do we know this? Well, you know y is, when we graph y is equals to 2, it is always going to be at 2, 2. Okay, and if this is the point negative 1, okay, so like example, this is this 2. If the point is negative 1 5, so the perpendicular would be like this, perpendicular would be x is equal to some constant, and to pass this only, the only choice we have left is to equate the x component. And so this is the same thing, because for all y values the value of x is same. It does not matter at what y coordinate do we choose. Okay, it could be like 9 billion, but it would be the same. Find the coordinate of the point of a. Coordinates of the point where n intersects the line y is equal to 20 minus 6x. Well, we have y is equal to 2 and y is equal to 20 minus 6x. Both are in y, so we can equate this. So 20 minus 6x is equals to 2. Negative 6x is equals to negative 18. X is equals to 3. So done. Coordinates of the point. Now y is equals to 2 does not use any x, so this is us. So we do y is equals to 20 minus 6 times 3. So this is y is equals to 2, and the answer is 3, 2. I know. Finding integer values that satisfy this. So integer values. So negative. Hey! This is cheating. It already is solved. This got to be cheating for some. This is outrageous. I do not accept this. Work out the perimeter of the trapezium. Okay, so how do you see? It has white markings, dude. This is unfair. This has pencil markings in it. Anyone can solve this somewhat, get an idea. Oh man, this is ruins the entire thing of being ambiguous, But this is 6. Why? Because 15 plus 6 is equal to 21. No shit, Sherlock. This because this is a rectangle, we can just move this up to the upper region, and so this, if we do Pythagoras, we'll get 10. Okay, do not tell me how do I know this, but it is 10. And no, that's not the answer. Stupid with me. What? 21 plus 10 plus 15 plus 8. We do 21 plus 15 is equals to 36. 10 plus 18 is equal to 8. 10 plus 8 is equal to 18. 36 plus 18, we got 6 plus 8 is equal to 14. 3, 4, 5, 54, and that is the answer, 54. Next, the bearing of a from b is 2x plus 50 degrees. The bearing of b from a is 0.6 degrees. Find the value of x. So bearing of a from b, from a, b, so this is 60, and this is some gibberish, but we know what this gibberish is because of this thingy, 180. So this is 60 plus 2x plus 50 is equals to 180. We know this. So this is 2x plus 50 is equals to 120. 2x is equals to 1 is equals to 70. X is equals to 35, and that is our answer. Very quickly, I know I'm moving very quickly. If you want, I can slow down, but I do not have time for goofy up. Why do they have shit drawn on here? This is wrong. This is not even a correct line of symmetry. On the grid, draw the image of a triangle A after translation by the vector negative 3, negative 5. So we go negative 3 from any vertex, you go negative 3 and then negative 5 downwards. This is wrong. This is so damn wrong, because it is like so. If this vertex is right here, so moving 2-way over here would be this vertex. If we move 3-way up here, it would be this vertex. And so finally it is this answer like so. What do? Well, I just call this the question number. I label it the question number. Triangle A after the reflection in line y is equals to x. So how do we do this? We do y is equals to x. We just draw y is equals to x for now. See, this line is very bad. Okay, the person who was doing this, it left us hints, but it left us very wrong hints. So shame on him. So this is 1. If we go 90, we get here. This is 3. If we go 90, this is right here. And this is 6. If we go 90, 1 2 3 4 5 6, it is like right here. Trust the process, please. And this is our triangle AII. Nice. I also do tick to indicate myself, to tell myself that I'm done with these questions. This comes from the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. We can see this is somewhat of a rotation, because this rotates over here and this rotates over here and this rotates over here. So we can do rotation. By rotation, how do we get the values? Well, we do some corresponding shit. We make the this, and then the perpendicular bisector. We make this, and then the perpendicular bisector. So this is 3 by 5. So this will be perpendicular bisector like so. And we see the intersection point is this circle that I made, and so this is like so. And then the angle, we just make this. We see this is a 90 degrees, so rotation by 90 degrees, about negative 1 5. But which direction? This is going upwards, like this, upwards. So this is clockwise. If you did not know, then just look at the clock. So this is rotation about negative 1 5 by 90 degrees clockwise. This is clockwise. Anti-clockwise would be like so, and boom 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 in standard form. So this is 1 2 3 4 5, 2.3 times 10 to the 5, and boom. Workout. We need to work out. This method my teacher taught me, 4.2 times 10 to the 30. No, it is just how you can be sure of having the same value. Let's just have it the smallest value, We know the difference would be 1, so we just multiply it by 10 to the 1. So this is 332. We do this, and then 4.2 we do this. So this is 42 times 10 to the 31, and this is then 42 minus 4.2. We get 1 3 11 10 9 8 7 37.8 times 10 to the 31 times 10 over 10. We need to move by 1, so we distribute it over here. So this is 3.78 times 10 to the 32. Okay, I haven't covered any topics in here, so please work out this. How do we work it out? Well, 80 is not a perfect cube. What is a perfect cube is 8,000. So we do 8,000. So 80 times 10 to the 50 times 10 times 100 over 100. 100 is to the 80,000. We subtract 2 over here, so this is times 10 to the 48 to the third. Now we can do this. This comes out to be 20 times 10 to the 48 divided by 3 is equal to 12, and then we move this backward here. This is 2.2 times 10 to the 13, and that is our answer. 2 times 10 to the 13, and done. Use set notation to complete the statement P and R. What do you mean? P is a square number. So how do I do this is, if I do not write on top of this question, is an integer where x is between 40 to 50 exclusive. So this is 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. P is a square number, and this is only the only square number is this is an odd number. So this is Q, 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 Q. R is a multiplier of 3, or R, like so. And P and R. P and R is we cannot, there is no, so so this is only this, or the answer could be this, empty set. Find number of P intersection Q intersection R prime. So let's do P intersection Q intersection R, and we see the P and R, this is 0, but this is inverse. So we need to find the outside, that the P and R do not count. So how many do we not count? That is 44, 46, meaning this the answer is 2, because we count 2 only. Then we do regular polygon. So this is dash, this is blah blah blah. By finding the value of x, work out the number of sides of this polygon. So this is 35, and then this is x. We need to find something. We know this is congruent, and this is so congruent also, and this is 180 minus x minus 2x. We know 135 plus x is equals to 180 minus 2x, like so. And we do x on this side, plus 2x plus 2x, and 135 on that side. So 180 minus 135, this is 75, 74, 45. So this is 3x is equal to 45, or x is equal to 15, like so. Now 15 is number of sides of this polygon. Now we know the angle. We know that we can use the formula 180 n minus 2 over n is equal to any individual interior angle. Okay, so we can do 135 plus 15 is equal to 135 plus 15 is equal to 0. 135 5, so this is 150. So we want to solve 180 n minus 2 over n is equal to 150, like so. We can do some shenanigans. If my tablet uh, cooperates. 180 minus 360 over n is equal to 150. Negative 360 over n is equals to negative 30. N is equals to negative, so 360 over 30 is equals to 12. N is equals to 12, and that is the answer. 4 marks. Damn. Simplify. How do you simplify this? Well, this is 4 here, so we can do 4 times 10. Remember, when multiplying radicals, it is the same as the radical of the multiplication. Okay, this is the same as a times b to the n is equal to a to the n times b to the n. Vice versa, these both are equals. No need to worry about the equation being changing. It is literally the same. You can rewrite this like so. Okay, in my notes I have this rule. It is being used in this fact as well, so we can do this. Use this fact to get 2 root 10 because square root of 4 is 2. Done. And then 16, we can use the same fact also to get 4 root 10. Then we can get 6 root 10, and boom, 6 root 10. This is the third topic. So one more questions we can have added in our topicals after we are sure this question is real. Find the value of x and the value of y. I love circle theorem. I made like a video on it and I hate it. We can use cyclic for y because we cannot find any other hints to use, so we use this. And first of all, let's do x immediately because x is made by this line, and so the opposite of this angle is 35, and so this angle is itself 35. Now for y, we know 180 minus 75 will give us y. Nice, like so. Okay. Complete the statement with geometrical reasoning. The obtuse angle EOC is equal to 105 because why? Because the obtuse angle 150. Well, this is because angles at center is this. The radius of the circle is 6 centimeters. Work out the area of the major sector EOC. Give your answers in terms of pi in the smallest form, in simplest form. So this is 150 or 360 pi 6 squared. 6 squared is 36. This cancels out, so this is 15 pi. See, you do not need a calculator like a baby to simplify stuff. Simplify for your calculator to get the answer. Find the length of AC. Give your answers in the form a square root of b. Now, I am from O levels and I do not remember trig values, but I do remember how to remember trig values, and this is an example of a 30-60-90 triangle because I know this angle is 1, this is 1, this is 2, and this is root 3, and we can simplify this. This is 1 half, and this is root 3 half for this angle, and so we need to find the hypotenuse. So to find the hypotenuse, we need to find it in terms of a root b. This is cosine of 30 is equals to opposite, no, adjacent over hypotenuse, or AC, or this is the same as AC is equals to 12 over cosine of 30. What is cosine of 30? 30 is equals to opposite and adjacent over hypotenuse. What do you mean square root of 3? To be frankly honest, I cannot move on. So let's first revise our SOHCAHTOA. So we do not have this. Ka, we have this, so we can do ka. Cosine of 30 is equal to adjacent or hypotenuse AC. Cosine of 30, I do not remember. Root 3 over 2. Yeah, the 30, 60, 90 triangle, it backfired because I did not know how to use it. You know, it was root 3 over 2 over 1. Okay, yeah, my bad. But you guys are igcse students, so you cannot blame me. Get up. Okay, so this is root 3 over 2. This has working. This has working. Why does this have working? So this is AC is equals to 12 over root 3 over 2, but we know this is a third, you know, rationalizing the denominator, and at the same time we multiplied by 2 to remove this 2, so this is multiplied by 2 root 3, so this is like so. This is so this gives us 24 root 3 over 3, then this gives us 8 root 3, and that is our answer, 8 root 3. Find the shortest distance from B to AC. So from B to AC, it's the perpendicular, obviously. You can, I do not want to prove this, please. This is 30, this is 90, so this is 60. We can use, let's fix this anyways. Let's just fix this diagram like so. So this is 30 and we need to find this side here. Okay, and the hypotenuse is 12 generously, and we need to find this. So to find this, we use sine of 30 is equals to opposite over 12. So it is 12 sine of 30. Now sine of 30 is a half, so this is 6 is equals to O, and the answer is 6. Bring this down locally and done. See, I hate these questions, man. Total surface area of the cone is equal to the total surface area of the hemisphere. People ask in the igcse channel these types of questions. I hate solving mensuration. Please, learn mensuration. Surface area of the cone. How do you find this? Well, someone has already drawn the hypotenuse for us, so shame on them for giving us a leeway. You know, this hypotenuse is 12 minus, no, we do not even need hypotenuse, you know, we do not even need this, you know, because the surface area of this is pi r squared plus pi r 12, pi rl, pi r12, and the surface area of this is pi 4 squared for the circle, and in the hemisphere is 2 pi r 2 pi 4 square. This is 16 plus 32, which is 48. This is 48 pi. This is then something else. So this is pi r squared plus 12 pi r is equals to 48 pi. We divide pi on all sides and shift 48 to that side. This is r squared plus 12 is equals to 48. 12 r squared plus 12 r minus 48 is equals to 0, and voila, let's put a box around it and like a circle around it. Find the exact value of the radius of the cone. Give your answers as said in its simplest form. Now this is a quadratic, so we need to solve for it using either methods. I'm lazy. I'm just gonna use the quadratic formula because it tells us third. Okay, meaning if we do factorization, we cannot do factorization because we use complete in whole values instead. Okay, so we cannot factorize this, and using the quadratic formula is easier. Yes, you can just use completing the square and then derive the quadratic formula, but that's like more work for 4 markers anyways. This yap, you get this by doing geography, Pakistan studies. This is 16, 32. 192 plus 192, 144 plus 192, this is 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, this is a bad number. So let's just chip at it. This is 1, 1, 2, 2. This is then 50 plus 50 plus 6, 56. 2. Okay, we can then factor out a 2 because we found a pair. 56. Then we get this is 50 plus 6. This is 25 plus 3 is equals to 28. 2, 14, 2, 7. So we get another 2. So we get the values 3 times 7. So this is equals to negative 12 plus minus 4 root 21 over 2 is equals to negative 12 plus minus negative 6 plus minus 2 root 21. Now, which do we choose? If we choose the negative root, it is going to be negative. Lengths are not negative. So we choose the positive root. So the answer is 2, 6 plus 2 root 21. No, negative 6 plus 2 root 21, and we do know. No, we do not know, but we do hope this is at least positive. This is positive, yes. Point A has the coordinates blah blah and point B has the coordinates blah blah. Find the vector BA. So BA is, we go from BO to OA, meaning negative OB plus OA. So this is we add OA negative 4, 3, and we subtract OB. So this is 4 7 is equals to negative 4 3 minus 7 is equals to negative 8 negative 4. Nice. You can also, this is to like derive theory. Okay. Point C has the coordinates x7 and AC is equal to 4 to 10. Find two possible values of x. So we know the length is 4 to 10. So we do negative 4 minus x squared and then 3 minus 7 is equals to 4 root 10. If you multiply this inside, this is square root of 160. So this is negative 4 minus x squared plus 3 minus 7 squared is equal to 160. So this is 16 squared plus 8x plus x squared, and this is 16 is equals to 160. And then this is 32. 160 minus 32 is equals to 128. Is equals to 0. Nice. Perfect. Now, oh my god, dude, I hate this. Because it's wrong. I messed up somewhere. Negative 4 3x7 4 root 10. This is the length formula. Yes. This should be good to go. 2x. This is 16 on 60. Why don't we get what you want to get? Because it should be negative. Yes. This is then, if I know x squared minus, so this is x squared plus 16x minus 8x minus 128 is equal to 0. So this is x plus 16, and this is minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. X minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0, and so x is equal to 8 or negative 16. Since this is vectored, so we do not give a on how these things are. Point the lines on AB such that AD to BDB is equal to 3 to 1. Find the equation of the line perpendicular to AB that passes through the point D and give your answers in the form y is equal to mx plus c. We have found BA. B, AD to, this is 3 to 1. We know this. If we shrink this by a quarter, then we get BD. BD is opposite of DB. So we can find B by doing B plus BD. And what is BD? As I said, BD is BA over 4. So we do B, which is 4 7 plus the quarter of this, divide this by 4, so we get negative 2 negative 1. We get the point D, which is 2 6, which is D. B plus BD is equal to D. So yeah, this is all good. So with this D value we can then find the perpendicular equation. We have the point, now we need the slope. So slope of b from a to b is rise over run. So we rise by -4, we run by -8 is equals to a half. Okay, this is just from the position vector -8 4. -8 4 from b to a. We just rise by -4 and we run by -8, and so that's how we get a half. So this is m x minus 2 plus 6. This is a half x minus 1 plus 6 is equal to y. So this is a half x plus 5 is equal to y, and that is our answer. Y is equal to a half x plus 5. You can do this. X plus 10 is equal to 2y, but we cannot, it's restricting our powers. For this, we just compound this. This is the 7x to the 9. Let's do 1/3 first, then we square it, and at the very end we do inverse of this. So we do the insides like so. So we get we take the square root and cube root, so we get 3 times 10 times x to the 3x to the 3, and then we need to square it. So this is 9x to the 6. We need to inverse this, so this is 1 over 9x to the 6, and done. Solve this. You bet this has already working. Why do I see this? Dude, this is unacceptable. You are stealing my fame. Here 49, if you recall in grade school, 49 is equal to 7 squared. So you can just plop that in like so. 7 squared to the 1 minus 2x. Remember, in brackets indices multiply. So this is 7x is equals to 7 to the 1 minus 4x. So this is 2x is equals to 2 minus 4x. Like so. Now you will argue, what on earth is A and B? We do not need to find A and B. We just need to move on. Okay, move on like with your troubles. Here we can do the same thing. We can just move on and leave everything to nature. 4ax plus 4a minus 3bx minus 12b. In the first one, we can factor out a, x plus 4. Now here we need to also factor out x plus 4. So we get negative 3b. So we get a minus 3b x plus 4. Nice. Now, if you have taken 0, 6, 0, 6 or 40, 37, you may just do, what do you call it? Synthetic division. But we just need to, this is igcse, or you do not do add maths. Some do not do it. Some even go as far as to doing core. We do not encourage you giving core. So it's like very sad when we see someone giving core. We multiply this, we get negative 40. We know one of the terms will be x plus 4. We need to factor out, we need to somehow find x plus 4 in here. So a way to get x plus 4 is, we know we will get something in top, x plus 4, and then 2x plus something. So instead we just reverse engineer that something. Let's call this d, and then we expand this equation. This is 2x squared plus dx plus 8x plus 4d. 4d is equals to negative 20, so d is equals to negative 5, and so the second factor is 2x minus 5. So we finally get 2x minus 5, 4 plus an x plus 4 all over a minus 3b x plus 4. We remove that, 2x plus 5. Let's rewind and let me tell you something. So the denominator, we factorize it, no problem. In a numerator, we do something smart. Okay, instead of going to the hassle of factorizing blah blah blah, we expect to find one of the factors being x plus 4. The second factor, how do we know it starts with 2x, is because we use the FOIL method. In the FOIL method, we know the first term, the x squared term, will be by x times and then some other thingy. We know that to get 2x squared from x, we need to multiply by 2x to get 2x squared. So we know the first term will be 2x. The second term will always be a constant, because that's what we expect it to be normally in quadratics. The second will be a constant, and so we set it to anything we want, d. Now when we expand this out, we know that the first term is indeed what we expected, 2x squared. The last term will be also something that we expect, by it being the product of the last factors. In FOIL, the last is L last, so when you multiply the last two, you get the last term. We know the last term should be negative 20, 40 should be negative 20, and so we equate it to get negative 5, and so that's how we know the second factor should be 2x minus 5. Yay, end of paper. I'm already sick and tired of this. So we need to expand this x plus 5. Expansion. I wish I only had those calculators, that 0607 International Mathematics has. Distribute the x, so this is x cubed minus 6x squared plus 9x. Distribute the 5, this is plus 5x squared minus 30x plus 45. So we just add them together and you get x cubed minus x squared minus 21x plus 45, and that is our answer. X cubed minus x squared minus 21 plus 45. On the diagram, sketch this indicating the values where the graph crosses the axis. A bit weird, right? We have two intercepts. No, a double root. Okay, let's first mark the y-intercept. The y-intercept is the constant term, so we need to go 45 over up here. Next is the x plus 5. If we solve this, x plus 5 is equal to 0, you get negative 5. So this is the second term. This, if we solve it to 0, we get 3 and you get 3. How do we draw this? This should be illegal. Do we do this? No, we do not do a loop-de-loop. We will, when we are unsure of the like whether it goes up or down, we do the test. We do some testing. We find the gradient. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, we just do some testing, so if we test for in middle of this example, so we can get like some value x. Let's put in -1. So this is negative, this will be -1 minus 1 minus plus 21 plus 45. So this is -1, 21, 45. So this is 20 plus 44, which is very simple, 64. We know that this shoots upwards, very up. So this will be something like this, then we test the value in between here. Okay, this is a very higher value, so we test the value in middle of here. Okay, which will be, let's test for 1. So this is 1 minus 1 minus 21 plus 45. 1 minus 1 is 0. 45 minus 21, we get something positive. So it will be in between here. And this will be like above here. Now for the remaining, what should be the value over here? Let's choose something like -10. This will be a -1000 plus -100 minus 210 plus 45. Now we do not need to evaluate this because this will be majorly negative. So this goes in a negative and we expect this to be going tumbling down. Let's pick any value over here. Let's do 10. This is 1000. This is -100. This is minus 210 plus 45. Now we see that the 1000 dominates, and these values are small. The negative is smaller than 1000, and so we expect it to be higher. Now what does this mean? That somewhere it turns around here. We know it cannot turn below this point, else or before this point, and so it would have a root anywhere somewhere here. So we know this is a turning point, and we know it shoots past this. So the final construction is like so. Voila. We do not need to do any values, check for this, check for that. No, this is simple.